Cuba, September 27, 2022. On Tuesday, Hurricane Ian blasted into western Cuba, prompting evacuations, knocking out electricity for almost 1 million people, and tearing off roofs as it moved toward Florida, where many were anxiously awaiting the massive storm. By Tuesday morning, the Category 3 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 125 miles per hour, 200 kilometers per hour, was getting close to Cuba's north shore in Pinar del Rio Province. Pinar del Rio is one of the provinces of Cuba, and it is Cuba's westernmost province. It was the darkest night of many Pinar del Rio locals' lives. Many homes suffered roof losses. The hurricane struck Cuba during a severe economic downturn.
Se acabó todo aquí.
Hour-long blackouts had already become commonplace in parts of Cuba prior to the hurricane, and a scarcity of food, medication, and gasoline is expected to make it more difficult to recover from Ian. After slicing across Cuba's agricultural region to the west of the capital Havana, Ian emerged over the southeast Gulf of Mexico, reaching Category 4 status before it approached the west coast of Florida. It is anticipated that Ian may intensify even more on Tuesday. Local media claims that when Hurricane Ian made landfall in Cuba's Pinar del Rio province early on Tuesday, authorities cut power to the province's 860,000 residents as a precaution and evacuated more than 40,000 people from low-lying coastal districts. Following the storm, streets and yards were littered with improvised metal roofs on homes and buildings around the region, whose housing and infrastructure are outdated and fragile. At the height of the storm, palms that were along regional routes were down, making movement practically impossible. Despite being sparsely populated, the province of Pinar del Rio is a leading producer of tobacco and agricultural crops. Despite footage on social media showing significant destruction in many tobacco fields, state-run media said that farmers had collected 33,000 tons of tobacco from previous harvests ahead of the storm. Havana was battered by rain and gusts early on Tuesday, but the city appeared to be spared the worst of Ian's fiercest winds since it was under a tropical storm watch and was bracing for a possible storm surge later in the day. Havana residents carry on with their regular lives. Cuba has experienced the effects of at least 54 Atlantic hurricanes, or storms that were once tropical or subtropical cyclones, including 37 since 2000. The storms collectively killed 5,613 people, most of them related to a powerful hurricane in 1932. From early Wednesday through Thursday evening, Tampa, Florida, could experience hurricane-force winds of up to 130 miles per hour, 210 kilometers per hour, and up to 2 feet, 0.6 meters, of rain in the United States. The authority advised locals to seek safe shelter before the storm hit since the storm's surge may wreak severe to catastrophic damage and render some areas unusable for weeks or months. The Tarpon Springs storm, which pounded Tampa in 1921 with gusts of 120 miles per hour and left 8 people dead, was the last significant hurricane to make landfall there.